There are women who are doing a lot of things, good things in the society, but because they shy away from media, we won't. The people won't know. The audience won't know. So they'll just be judged from their things that are going around, but not exactly what they do. So if they come forward, tell us about their sides of the story, we will be in a position to give the right information to the people.
Sometimes political aspirants, and especially women from this region, remain underrepresented, not because they are not in the space, but because sometimes journalists even shy off, and then shy away from speaking to them. And then there are the cultural barriers that sometimes bar women from speaking to the media. So as a journalist, you find it a bit hard to look for a female politician or a female aspirant from this region to speak to. But JHR had also brought on board female aspirants to simply encourage them to be friends to the media and to allow media offer them visibility. And I think this has been very key, because moving to the electioneering period, we need to have stories of women aspirants from northern Kenya out in the media. We need to have them air their issues themselves, because men, yes, will speak, but sometimes they will not speak about the challenges their female counterparts are going through.
If these female aspirants start working with media gives platform, and even it helps. It gives them, the people will know them, not by their family or personal life, but what they are doing in the society. And especially there are women who are doing a lot of things, good things in the society, but because they shy away from media, we won't. The people won't know. The audience won't know. So they'll just be judged from their things that are going around, but not exactly what they do. So if they come forward, tell us about their sides of the story, we will be in a position to give the right information to the people and not judging them. So they'll benefit from actually giving the information to journalists and the media.
My name is Njoroge, and I work at Journalists for Human Rights. So JHR is a Canadian-based media development organization, and we work with journalists to train them to report on human rights issues and gender issues objectively, so that they can work with their communities to bring out issues of human rights. Any violations that they may come across, we train them and empower them to tell those stories. And the purpose of also doing that is so that they can create impacts within their communities. So for the last 4 days, we have been in Isiolo. We have been conducting trainings for special elect members of county assemblies. We mobilized a few women from the northern region of Kenya, that is Marsabit, Wajir, Isiolo, Mandera, some who came from West Pokot, and some from Elgeyo Marakwet. So the project that we are implementing is called Her Voice, and the purpose of calling it Her Voice is because it is a project that seeks to amplify the voices of women in the political space, and it is a 6-month project that is like a precursor to a 4-year project that JHR in Kenya will start implementing. And the project that we'll be now implementing after this is called Amplify Women's Voices. And so, just to answer your question on the gap, the issues that we have come across, and the reason why we have learned that over time women shy away from the media because they have not had good experiences with the media. There's a lot of sensationalization of their stories. There's a lot of stories that do not depict them in good light, and that is why over time the women have been shying away from the media. And what this does is that it denies them the opportunity to get that visibility, to speak to issues about development, to speak to issues about politics, and even issues that affect them as a community. So the reason for us to put together this project is because we wanted to bridge that gap, to enlighten the women and to strengthen their capacity in working with the media, because most people shy away from the media because they do not understand how the media operates. So when there is media literacy, we realize that over time the women are more confident to work with the media. they are more outspoken, and even when they are faced with controversy, they know how to navigate those controversies to their advantage. So that is why we thought it is important that even as we work with the journalists to keep training them to tell stories of women, it's also important to also work with the women so that we can identify what are some of the issues that they may be facing when they're trying to access the journalists, and then we see how we can address that and have some solutions to that